Alright, Kenny again with, this time around, general defensive tactics. I'm just gonna give you an overview of my gun line here. Alright, so we're calling this video general defensive tactics / gun line for a reason. Alright, that's all this is. It is an overrated gun line. Alright, and you can see that it's not beautifully put together. I was in a hurry. I don't have a lot of time, but anyway, you get the point that it's just all about making you guys look as formidable as possible. So let's start over here with the right side. What we have here is some barbed wire put in front. Some guys in really what is a trench section, but I'm just going to use it as generic cover. And they're all just camping around, basically doing their thing. You'll notice there's a lieutenant behind them, and a mortar team, and a crater nearby. So this is really kind of its own self-sufficient unit. Right? It can defend against vehicles, defend against infantry, can defend against anything, and that's the goal. Alright? We want each platoon to be an independent section. Anyway, so as you can see from the setup, the general defensive strategy is all about just keeping your enemy out. Alright? There's no tricks to it. You want to show them your entire force from the get-go. Don't reserve anything, just put it up there, and make them just not want to go in there. That's the goal. You do that right, and you kill enough guys, you're bound to win. This is the vanilla guard tactic. Alright, this is what most people do if they don't play mech, and this is just easy beginner stuff. Alright. Moving along, we're going to skip the middle real quick, and we're going to go to the other side. Alright, what you see here is another independent section. Alright. I don't know if we can see here, let me adjust the camera. Alright. Anyway, we have here in the tower, we have a command squad, my captain. In this case, it's not Strachan. If in future videos you'll see that I pretty much exclusively take Strachan, and in the next defensive video I will show you why. But in this one, we're just going to take a regular guard captain. If you have the points, take the master of artillery, master of ordnance. That's what it is. Take him and just put him up with him and just camp him somewhere. Just blow the crap out of stuff. Anyway, he's up there, so he has a good field of view, so he can give the proper orders to take out other people in cover if you're playing against a shooting army. Playing against an assault army, he's there to give first rank fire, second rank fire, and other awesome orders. It's really all the captain's going to be doing. If you put snipers with him and the master of ordnance, you can do a lot more. Otherwise, I'd say just take him bare bones if you're just going to take a regular officer. Anyway, then you'll see over here, I don't know if you can see this. Yep. This is 3 autocannons on a hill. Alright. When you place autocannons, it's best to place them in the corner. However, you gotta look out for outflankers. You don't have to deal with any outflankers. Let's see how I'm doing on time. Yeah, we're 14. Right. Anyway, if you don't have to deal with any outflankers, yeah, put them in the corner. If you have to deal with outflankers, do a little pre-planning, you should get alright. But, you want to put them in the corner so they can take advantage of their massive field of fire, and so that you can possibly hit side armor. Autocannons are wonderful against transports. Against Space Marines, we really don't have to worry about side armor, because front armor 11 really is no big difference. Against other guard and other armies, we want side armor. Moving along the line, you'll see that we have 3 squads. Oh, can't see this one. Yeah, here's the 3rd one. And their whole purpose in life is to be meat shield almost not quite, for the captain and the other guys. They're really working as one cohesive unit, but this is the brunt of it. This is the backbone. This is what you want your enemy to shoot at, unfortunately. Right now you'll see they're in front of razor wire, or barbed wire, whatever you call it. That gives them a 5+ save. Not that great. But if you think they're going to come under too much fire, you can always give them the incoming order, which is great if you want them to survive that one more turn, whatever. Anyway, as a gunline, with the inherent term gun, give them as much firepower as possible here. We're not worried about maneuvering, so give them heavy weapons teams if you can afford it. Alright? I usually am not a big fan of taking heavy weapons teams with my guard, but if you're going to play gunline, take them. Because they're not going to be moving around, they're going to be sitting there firing volley after volley. So give them a heavy weapons team. Why not? Behind them, you will see we have special weapons team. Right, they've got 3 flamethrowers. Right? That's if you're fighting an assault heavy army, or pretty much any other army other than Tau. They're going to perhaps assault you, or at least consider it. In which case, those flamers are a wonderful defensive weapon, especially if they get caught up in the barbed wire, which actually should be about an inch or 2 forward. When the barbed wire is an inch or 2 forward, there's the chance that as difficult terrain, your opponent will not be able to reach you. In which case, that's where the flamers come in. Right, if they go around here, in between the barbed wire, they're right in the flamers' template. If they go over the barbed wire, they could get hurt, and they're probably still in the flamers' template. So, that's really how you want to use barbed wire. It's a deterrent. It's not going to get a lot of kills, but you can channel people, and you can at least give your guys a hope that they won't get assaulted. And finally, in this section, I know we're probably getting tired of seeing this section. See how I'm doing on time. Alright, we're doing alright. Anyway, back here we have some stormtroopers. A lot of people aren't big fans of taking stormtroopers, but that's another video. I like them. I think they're cool. Anyway, my stormtroopers are pretty much guarding the captain here. Their whole job in life is to just look intimidating. Even if people think stormtroopers suck, they're still going to consider not attacking them, because they do have somewhat of a reputation, okay? Because I've talked to other people and I'm like, yeah, I don't take stormtroopers because they suck, and these are people who don't play guard, and they go, oh, really? I thought those were like the super badasses. So, if you're fighting an opponent who doesn't really know what he's doing, they can have somewhat of a psychological effect. Moving right along to the section we skipped, and that'll be the middle. Alright, in the middle I have placed the absolute core of my defense around 2 things. And what are those? Move the camera. Sorry. Here we have some veterans. If you've seen my veterans loadout video, these are those veterans. Their whole job in life is to just shoot and hold things. I'm doing on time. 8:48. Alright, doing good. Alright, these guys here, they're just awesome. Wherever you put them, they're gonna hold the line and do it well. They project a lot of firepower. They can take a lot of firepower. They're wonderful for their points. As long as they don't get assaulted, you'll be alright. In which case, again, build your terrain up with like spikes and stuff. Do that right, your opponent will, or it gives you guys an advantage in combat because it counts as difficult and dangerous terrain. If you deploy them there, you don't have to worry about it. If your enemy moves into it, you have to worry about it. Anyway, and then here we have my tank. In my tank, I either field as a Lehman Russ or I will field it as a demolisher. I don't have the money for a demolisher cannon, so I just leave it as a Lehman Russ cannon, or I field it as a demolisher. Did I say demolisher before? I don't have the money for a Vanquisher cannon, sorry. I like the Vanquisher a lot, but I don't usually take it. And we're running low on time, so I'm going to leave it at that. Those are basically your gunline tactics. Next I'm going to be doing